Hey everyone, continue task system. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to say hi in the chat and let me know questions. I'll be answering them towards the end of the stream. Hey Phantom. Yeah, you can either apply via referral, right? That's one way. So what I would suggest is that reach out to people on LinkedIn and get their referral, right? That's one way of doing it. But let's say, so you have to do it in both ways, right? First, yeah, even everyone does that, right? So everyone kind of gets rejection or, but it's just the one opening. So I have interviewed at multiple companies. Like, to give an example, Nutanix was one of the companies where I received rejection and offer letter as well, right? For different roles. So it happens. So you will get rejection. But answering your question, right? Any tips? So I think number of application also matters. So probably apply more, right? And then get referrals. If you're not getting referral, then apply whenever you see a opening, right? So do combination of both. Start coding around 10:30. Yeah, so that would be my advice, right? Apply to as many openings as much you can. Let me know in comment if that helps. Also, if anyone is like kind of regularly watching, so I'm thinking of making this 10:30 p.m. kind of consistent. Hey Lakshay, welcome. Please let me know in chat if this 10:30 p.m. works. I think this is good enough, like it's good time for IST folks after job and after college or after all the works. If one can get in like 1 and 1.5 hour of good productive time. Hey Lakshay, you are new to the stream. I think I didn't interact with you earlier. Welcome to the stream. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I think you might not have chatted with me, but yeah, sorry. I'm not doubting you whether you're liking it not, but yeah, thanks. Thank you. Please feel free to introduce yourself if you have any questions. Go ahead and ask. I'll start in another 3 to 4 minutes. No, I phantom to answer your question. I did had a referral also. So I had like 3 to 4 friends already working here. So I did had a referral, but the job that I am currently hired at, it was just a career portal apply. So even at Uber, I got an interview call without any referral, and Google referral works. So even at Microsoft, it works. So it's just like luck based, right? And Flipkart without referral, uh, Goldman Sachs without referral, right? Goldman Sachs pays really well. So I'm planning to create an interview experience on Goldman Sachs. I have already created a video on Uber where I'm saying like which I failed, right? So next is Goldman Sachs, which I passed. So I'm not getting much time to create videos. That's why, but I don't want to get out of touch of coding. So I do this live stream where I can chat with people and kind of help them answering. So sometimes it's in our mind to answer your question, Phantom, that uh, we are doing something wrong. But I think if you have your resume in a proper format, then it's just a matter of time, right? So, but keep applying, right? Like apply to 5 to 10 jobs every day. I have received more than 200, 300 automated rejections, just to give a heads up. Cool. Okay, I'll get started now. If anyone is new, please feel free to take a look at the banner on the top right. Q&A will be at 11 p.m. I'll take 5 to 10 minutes time there, and then we'll spend another time there solving. So we will be continuing our problem, which was something designing something like a task management system, right? So you had a task Is it how much experience you have, Phantom? No, man, it is not like if you have less than 1 year, then probably let me know how much experience you have, then I'll comment better. Probably it could be so. One of my friend, yes, if you have less than 1 year, then definitely that is the reason. So I too have some friends that are trying to move out. So they are like 24 pass out. So yeah, you have 3 months of internship. So that's it. Which year pass out you are. It depends on which year pass out you are, right? So if you are 4 year, like 1 year into the job, then yes, probably. But if you're 2 years into the job, then yeah, then you are good in good hands. 25-year pass. Oh, then you just like so for you it should not be the problem. You should be applying to graduate level roles. But I think the thing is that for those roles it's like Monday, like not Monday. June is the month. In August the job starts. But yeah, try startups. Like there are a lot of good startups in India. Try that, and then probably better to move to a uh, because you kind of fit in a university hire. So there might be in big companies already university hire might be coming. So that's why there is less hiring going on for zero. So basically you have 0 years of experience, if I have to put it that way. Phantom. Cool. I'll not be taking up questions now. I'll be taking up questions later. So task management system, right? So we talked about this. So in Skelly, right? What was the things that we had? We had a user and then we had a task and then task has a list of comments on it and then you have a task manager that has everything, right? So if we go to task manager, as of now we are using a concurrent hash map of tasks and then now we want to kind of do the operations, right? So what kind of CRUD? So let's say that add task public void add task. So you'll get a task then say that task dot put task dot get ID. The task doesn't have a get ID function. That means yeah. So you need a getter public get ID, and then in that ID would be and then this is your add task, right? Now you can get a task also. Let's say you have to get task, but that get task can be there in this also. Like you can get an ID, but you have all the tasks in that store only. So probably get task would also be there. That's a get call. We have five task, then return task. It. So you can add error handling here. like error handling can be added. So that is another thing. Error handling can be added. So these are get and get task second. Now what other functions we need to have? We can have search various types of search, right? As we discussed, search by we can search by title, a task as a title, right? So which is basically summary. That is one thing. We can search by assignee, like, or you can say we can filter by assignee. How would search by? So let's write it out, right? So that is like search task by title, right? So that is easy. Like you, how like writing code is okay for these, but first iteration should be there, right? So I have all the task. I can get all the task values and get all the values out, and then in each of the title I can compare, right? Once you have. So this will be like O of n, O of n search for each of the queries. So you'll be going through all tasks. Right now in production or uh, in systems, uh, in production kind of systems or in HLD, right? If you have to kind of improvise on it, right? How would you do it? So in that, what we would do is we would make an index, like use something like Elasticsearch and make an index on names, such that, for example, let's say name one is task one, name two is task two, name three is task four, right? So name one will be index, so it will have tasks, right? So inverted index, basically what indexes will be made on title rather than just the name. So that will allow us for research or partial search. Just some extra knowledge around how I used to answer questions in interview. So uh, it depends, bro. You know who you know whom. So it depends, bro. Like if you have options, I would say it depends on where are you, how hard you work in life, right? So if you, let's say you solve a lot of problems on coding and you are doing BTech and CSC, then you should keep a high benchmark. But if you don't get into that, you should not stay unemployed, right? Join any company and then make an external move, right? Or lateral hire. But like if you're talking about benchmark, I think it depends on how much work you do, right? If you're lazy, you don't do anything, then any job is a blessing. But if let's say you work really hard, you have solved a lot of coding problems, you have a good CGP, you have good basics, good DSA knowledge, then you should never sell yourself short. I made a same mistake of selling myself short, so never do that. Depends on how much work you put in, right? If you put in a lot of hours, then yes, keep a benchmark. So that is search by task, search by title. It's easy, straightforward. Filter task by status is also easy. So you'll create a list, like all the just all the ON operations, right? Filters task by status. So this is where like DSA. These are all DSA questions now. Maybe not when you make it an iterate, like make it HLD question, but yeah, when it is just LLD, right? Like LLD, right? These are all DSA. And then you can create a demo class. It depends on how much effort you put, bro. I mentioned already, right? Tell me your lead code contest rating. Tell me how many hours do you solve lead code. Tell me what's your CGPA. Tell me if you solve one GSV. Tell me all those things, right? Then I'll tell you whether 4 LP or 5 LP or 20 LP or 25 LP. It all depends on how much you put in. Sometimes luck is in your favor, but you can't always rely on luck. Tech with Raj, yes. Java is good. So tech with Raj, right? See, I can get you advice by I can give you better advice if you tell me where you are at in your career stage, right? So probably put a one-liner that I am in college, fourth year. So Java Learn Stack is good, but I need to know where you are at. Like if you need a SWE job, software engineering job, right? Then better focus on data structures first. Yes, so how is your DSA? If you are in third year, in starting of your fourth year, you'll get companies in your college, or you'll apply off campus. Right? Lot of companies hire off campus. So for that, no one is going to ask you Spring Boot. They are going to ask you plain DSA. Are you good in DSA? That is what matters the most. And Java Spring Boot you can learn once you have put a lot of effort in DSA, right? Your brain will reach such level that you will learn all the tech stack in an easy way. So the aim is to make your brain reach that level. What is your lead code contest rating? I know with all the cheaters on lead code, the credibility is down. But still, if you're honest to yourself, then the solved number of question doesn't matter. Like lead code contest, I think I've explained that in one of the video that saying I have solved 500 questions is just like saying that I have faced 500 balls from Bumrah. But at how many balls did you score runs, right? And that's what lead code contest tells you. You have to solve more. Yeah, now it's good, right? If you are knight at lead code, then you're pretty good. Yes, then the answer to your question is yes, you can learn Java Spring Boot. It is good. It is used in. This is what you should tell first, Tech with Raj, that you are knight at lead code, like top 5% or top 2% or whatever is knight, right? This is the first thing that you should uh, tell. That establish some credibility. So that means that you'll be able to, you are solving 2 to 3 questions easily in contest and that too fast. So that means that so you get an internship first. You don't need to learn things on your own. Get an internship at a good startup or Indian startup. Go to their career portals, blindly apply, and then apply to via LinkedIn also. Ping hiring managers of different companies asking if you have internship role and whatnot. Right? Get into good startup. There you see whichever language is being used and learn that. But let's say you are not doing that, you are not getting into that, right? Meanwhile, you can learn Java Spring Boot. Yes, with DSA only, man. You only need DSA. I assume that if you know DSA, then you know CS fundamentals, right? And you might have some college projects. Those are good enough. Like when companies like Google, Microsoft, they come in, right? They take 2 rounds of DSA only and learn, like go through interview experience of campus. So yes, I'll go through interview experiences of off campus for internship. So probably in the end of your third year, right? You will have a summer vacation. That's when people do summer internship. So apply for that. You are at right stage now. I have seen people apply in around August, September, October of third year. Like starting of third year, they apply for internships so that they can get an internship in starting of fourth year. You do that. Tech with Raj. Good. You are at right path. Yeah, no worries, man. Feel free to like, share, comment, and share your stream with others. I didn't understand your question, Aman Singh. With Katie, how can I get job? What is Katie? Back, you have to first clear the back, bro. I don't think if you have a back, then come people allow you to sit in. No colleges. First clear the back, and then. Hmm, learn what you need to get into a job. Like if you want a software engineering role, then you need to learn DSA. For some other roles, aptitude might be there. Off campus also, bro. If you have a back, they will do a background check. Off campus also, if you do some startups, like all the good startups, the good paying startups, they'll do a background check with your college, whether you have passed out, whether you have a good CGPA, whether you don't have any backs, right? So that is my knowledge, right? Now I don't know how it is in all the colleges. Some might not have a background check, but in good reputative college there is a background check. Like all the good companies also do a background check. So you'll ask all the transcript of your previous semesters, and if you have a back, then yeah, gone case. First clear the back, bro. They don't want to be rude or anything, right? Just that's the most practical way. But you don't have to call me sir. Clear the back if you want a software engineering role, then DSA system design are your friends. If you're early in career, just DSA. And by DSA, I mean all the easy things, right? DSA is the hardest, I feel, at least to me among CS operating system, but not like not designing operating system, but comparative to what is being asked in the interviews, right? Cool. I think this is how this will be pretty straightforward, nothing fancy. DSA first. You should do with DSA first and then first get your strong hold on DSA and then do dev. Which college, sorry, not which college, which year are you in? Yeah, so your placement is about to start, I guess. All the best. Not much, man. I had a subject back in school, but nothing after that. This has turned more of into a QA. So hey Aman, first of all, welcome to the channel. It's generally about DSA and design. In live stream, I don't do much of uh, teaching worthy, but it's more of chat and like I am chatting to you, right? That's but I generally solve problems also. So I was just solving this task manager thing out there, right? So that is generally what happens in this channel, but I do have some good videos on the channel as well, so which might help you if you are new to DSA and whatnot, right? So you may want to watch that. So we can create a demo class with users and then different tasks, right? I think I'll take you on for now half an hour and then So what would system design? Okay, traffic signal control. Traffic signal control. Design car rental is a so you should allow Zoom car, right? So you should allow user to browse and reserve for the cars. Okay, I don't see any new questions coming in, so probably good time to wrap up. I'll just wait for another 5-7 minutes. If there are any questions, I'll answer. Otherwise, I'll drop. I know this has turned more of a QA video rather than a coding one, but yeah, cool, I'm not getting any question.